Nice to hear you.
You too.
How does it feel to be in a new place?
Um, it's interesting, yeah. I don't know.
It's like
So so
new.
t
Yes?
Twitter wasn't working, I saw.
We were moving. We left two messages yesterday that
Mm.
we are moving because Twitter was having like problems. He could not hold the spaces for a few times, and we could not
Oh,
count on the system. So we need a
oh,
more profound and stable system, and a system that could enable several speakers communicate to each other. And Discord is a platform for gamers, and it is gamers proof, and it can hold conversations for many hours and communication parallel. So it's a very strong stage.
good, good. Well, hopefully this works out well for everyone.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello, Michelle. How are you?
I'm very well, Etty. I have to be very quiet because it's 1:30 in the morning and everyone's asleep in the house. But it's
Oh,
so beautiful to hear your voices, and thank you so much for this platform. It's wonderful.
thank you so much, Jill. Yeah, it's one
Hello,
and
Michelle.
Hello, Jill. It's so good to hear you too, my friend.
You too. You too.
we are so happy that you are here. We're so happy, and
I'm
please,
very,
yes, please,
very happy.
yes. Rodrigo is writing on Slack that he has problems to come to Discord. He's there, but just click, Rodrigo, if you hear us on YouTube, just click on Classroom.
I'll
If you
just
see,
write him a message.
okay, okay. Thank you so much. But we are doing something really unique because we are trying to communicate through different systems. And good morning, good afternoon, Victoria. Victoria here is on YouTube. And please feel free because we are moving and learning and communicate to each other. We never been here before. It's new to all of us. So I would like to greet all of us with good luck and patience. And please feel free to communicate and to ask questions. Even the most you think it a silly question, it's not silly. Just ask any question that you feel regarding the platform, regarding the topics, regarding relations. Just feel free. Questions so far before we start? Yes.
Etty, can I ask, please? I have my phone open, and are we streaming also on YouTube? Do I watch the board from on YouTube? Is that so?
Yes, there is now a streaming on YouTube, and there's the whiteboard is streaming the concept board is reflected there. Is
Okay.
yes.
All right. Yep.
Thank
I
you.
will see if I can. Okay.
Thank you. Here, Rodrigo, I see Rodrigo. Soon he will join us, I hope. He already, Andre is helping him to come to this classroom. Questions about Hebrew, about ways of thinking before we move to the whiteboard. Jill, Michelle, Thomas, questions?
Well, the only thing that I wanted to say is that when we started class yesterday, and we had that beautiful picture of David and Goliath, I was wondering at some point if we can revisit such a full painting, such a very full loaded information in the painting, because it was so beautiful.
Oh, so one option to access the original picture painting is to go to Google Museum. And in Google Museum, there is a search function. And if you write the keywords David Bible, it will stream many art paintings in this topic, and you will recognize one of them. If you don't find it, I can send you a link later.
Thank
Yeah?
you.
You're most
Thank you
welcome.
very much.
Yes. Nice to see you here, Felipe and Kevin. Nice to see you here.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I am well. Got
Good.
some nice crisp sound.
Yes.
Yeah, it's nice. It sounds really clear.
It is better communication system. There is a beautiful sound that comes from here. This is why it's so important for us to come here, because we can hear everyone clearly. And it's very
Yes.
important for us to listen to you and to hear every word that you say. And plus, the better the sound is, the better the communication is. And people can relate to each other, because we relate through the voice, and the voice is a channel to the heart. And great friendship develops around it. So it's very, very important not to have disturbances or...
Wonderful.
Well,
Glad to be here.
Thank you so much. Yes, Felipe, good morning. How are you today?
Shalom, my friends. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Hello. It's good to be here. And let's go into this new platform adventure.
Adventurous. But you see, it feels more intimate, because there's one room, there's one classroom, and everybody can hear his friend equally in the best quality of this friend's voice. And there's a direct communication of the heart. So this is what I would like to share
Yes.
with you.
Yes, that's amazing, Yeti. Thank you.
Thank you so
And
much.
yes, yes. We will use the concept board as well.
Yes, yes, I'm waiting for it. I just want to have a, how do you say, opening conversation, because those moments are new to each and every one of us. So I try to gather a bit the emotions around it, because everybody, including myself, it's new. So I try to gather us like we're moving to a new house, and we are together, and then we can
Yes,
start.
yes, yes.
So it's a new house. There are new rooms. There are new windows, and there's like all kinds of landscapes from each window, from each balcony. There are many attics here, and we're searching and learning and developing while moving. And this is it. And let's move to the concept board. Do you have access to the concept board?
Yeah.
Yes. So the question
Good.
is, yes, the question is, this is from Exodus. This quote is from Exodus. Sorry for not writing the origin chapter. Shall we start with a picture or with a text? What would you like to start with?
Just connecting concept boards.
Yes, Felipe is there in the concept, and Jill is there.
Oh,
Yes. Yes, yes, please, Thomas. Please.
what kind of bird is that?
Oh, this is in English. They call it "Let's Focus on the Bird," and I could stream it into YouTube. I make it bigger that everybody will. In English, we call it wagtail. Have you heard it?
No.
No, this is a bird which is more common. I would say in Europe. I checked today in the map. It's more common in Europe, Asia, and part of Africa. And in English, its name is wagtail. Wagtail. And in Hebrew, it has a name which is mentioned in the verse that we're supposed to read. This is why I brought this picture of the bird. And with your help of reading the English Bible and Hebrew Bible, we could look and see what is behind the name.
Okay.
Wagtail. 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 Now we are looking for a volunteer to read. Sorry, I was moving the right. Those verses in English and then in Hebrew. Who would like to volunteer to read first the verses in English before we move?
Uh,
Do you have it open? Do you see the verses?
yeah.
So,
Can I read today?
yes, of course.
Okay. Then sang Israel the song, Spring up, O well, sing ye unto it, the well which the princes digged, which the nobles of the people delved with the scepter and with their staves, and from the wilderness to Mattanah, and from Mattanah to Nahaliel, and from Nahaliel to Bamoth, and from Bamoth to the valley that is in the field of Moab, by the top of Pisgah, which looketh down upon the desert.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now, I would like to hear a volunteer that will read the verses in Hebrew, if it's possible. Who would volunteer to
I
read
can
in?
try it. Yeah.
Yes, thank you, Felipe.
All of it.
If possible. If it's hard,
Yeah.
we can narrow this down. So, yes.
Okay, I'll try it. I'll try
Yeah.
to begin. אז ישיך ישראל את חשיכה, חזות עלי באח אנו לה. That's it.
Yes.
באך חפכוה שרים שרים קרוע נדיבי הרם במחוקק במשנותם וממדבר מתנה וממתנה נחליאל ומנחלל במות. Sorry, there's a thing. Just a moment, please.
Yes. Until Felipe will open his microphone again, those are the names of just few of them that he's reading now. Is the names of the places that Israel stopped while walking 40 years in the desert. Israel walked 40 years, and they had 42 voyages. 42 voyages in 40 years, and few of those names of the station that they stopped are mentioned in those verses. 42 places. Natalia is here. Good morning. And Felipe was reading the names of those stations, but those stations are not just a geographical stop, park and go to fuel the car and to move. Those are notions inside of ourselves. It's like a mental state of mind inside of ourselves. And I would like to open those names and what does each name means as an inner state of mind of us. Felipe?
Yes.
Yes.
It's
Can you
the-
just
the-
yes? Can you read just 19, please?
Yes. O me matando Nahaliel. O me Nahailel. Bamot. Just 19, I think.
Yes, yes. Let's just focus in those names. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. There is a place here called Midbar. Midbar is basically a desert. Midbar is desert, dry place. But those letters are also meaning medaber. Medaber speaks. So we are walking not just from a desert, human desert. This is the thing. We are walking from the ability to speak. Because minbar, those letters, which has the value of 246, they mean two things, two notions. Desert, deserted place, but from the deserted place comes the speech, our speech, because humans, they have the ability to speak and to communicate. Animals can't. So, and from the ability to speak, the human has the ability to speak, we are coming to a place in us called matana. Matana is, one second, where is the pen? Matana is a present, a gift. Matana. It is both gift or present, not just present as a gift, but as at a present moment. This is one thing. But matana, if we open the word matana in Hebrew, it has various of meaning, because from the desert, from a dry place, comes the ability to speak, and our speech is like a stream of water. Slowly I will explain it deeper. But first let's open the word matana, present and a gift. What does it mean? Here, Tav and Nun are 450. 450 is 10 times 45. 10 times Adam, human. Also, Mem and Hey, Ma, is 45, is also Adam, human. So what is the transformation that we are walking through when we read the Bible, or what is happening in our inner life? We feel a desert place. Yes, Jill? Who would like to speak? Did I stop you?
I was just thinking how beautiful that is as it's evolving, because that dry place within you, that spring of water that comes then forth, that's your inner voice, your inner ability, inner gratitude, inner development. It started to sound very nice to me, Etty.
It makes sense, no?
Yes,
the
yes.
most dry place in us, the most how do you say, silent, dry, no
Yes,
liveliness. A
yes,
person
from
can,
silence.
yes, from
Yes, from
silence
silence.
comes the speech. And the speech is a gift. The ability to speak is a gift, but also is a present. The speech is giving in a present moment, because if we record ourselves or we hear speech even on TV, the speech comes as a line with a moment. It's like the spirit which is hovering above the face of the water. So whatever comes in the moment, this is what comes from heaven. This is why it's very important to break bread. What does it mean to break bread? Let's say we have a physical loaf of bread. The moment we break or pinch the bread, comes a word with it. We say something, and this word is like a divine word that comes. Do you understand? I connected to breaking bread together. The moment of speech, the moment that a person speaks and words come out of his mouth, is in relation to the present moment. Because every human is included from the general spirit in the world, and every human is delivering, is how do you say, it's like a radio station, and he has this speech that comes, we are not aware of this, but it comes above us, and we are just channels. We are speaking what comes at the moment, and what comes at the moment, at the present, is a gift. But also the speech is presence. Like the speech is a being, is present at the moment, has to do with the moment. This is one aspect. But what does it mean to be present, and why the Hebrew says matana? Matana, it means ten ma. I divide it into two parts, and I will move a bit with the board to give us more space to look at things. Maybe it's too condensed. I will open it, and please feel free to ask questions. Matana, we can open into two parts. 10 is numbers 450, and 450 is 10 times human, but 10, it means give. Give what? Give humanity. This is what we are request in the course of our life. Why do we come here? To give our humanity to the world. And what is our humanity? The ability to speak. Questions so far? Is
I
it
have a question.
Yes, please.
Is this present similar to like the dwelling, the tent dwelling, or like the Shekinah
Yes,
aspect?
yes. This is very good that you bring this. Yes. There's a saying that every day that a person does not open his mouth, but I will go into a deeper layer, and then I will connect to what you say. There is a saying that says that every day that a person does not open the Torah, the Bible, does not read, does not open the light which is stored in the Torah, in the Bible, a divine voice comes from Mount Sinai and say, why do you destroy my world? In a way, every day that a person does not open the divine speech, does not relate to the divine speech, the Shekhinah, the Holy Spirit, is crying, why do we destroy her world? And we call it in Hebrew bat kol, a voice A holy voice comes from Mount Sinai, Bat Kol is a daughter of a sound. Yes, or divine sound. And its value is like language. Safa, language, 385. Bat Kol is 402, 136. 835, and if we change the directions of those numbers, this Fibonacci structure, the divine sound or the echo, it means language, Safa or Lashon, Tan. So every moment or every day that we don't open the spring of love, what is the Bible? A spring of love. Every moment or every day that we don't open this stream of love comes a divine echo from Mount Sinai, because Sinai is also the value of love in Hebrew, and says, why do you destroy my world? Do you understand how all of this is connected?
Yes, it's just so poetic. It's so beautiful to watch you open this. Thank you.
Most welcome. Questions so far? Thomas, questions? Jill?
No.
No questions so far? Felipe?
No, I don't have a question.
Felipe?
No, by now, thank you, Eti.
You're welcome. So from Midbar, from the desert, comes the speech, and from the speech comes the present, or give of the gift. And what is the gift? To give our humanity to the world. Umi Matana, and from Matana to Nachliel. What is Nachliel? Nachliel is the bird that we saw on the picture. Nachliel. Nachliel. And we can divide the word into two parts. Nachal is a river, but as a verb it means to inherit. 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 Sorry, I'm running. Inherit. I hope that I write this right. If not, please correct me. To inherit. And El.
Yeah, it's correct.
Thank you. And El means God. So what is a Nachliel? And from Matana to Nachliel, it means to inherit God. And when a person gave his humanity to the world, the ability to speak to the world, he inherits God. Is the process... Yes? Yes, please?
Shalom, Eti.
Shalom, Shalom Fernando, how are you?
Hello, friends. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I was a little late. But I have a question just about this beautiful word, Nahaliel. Nahaliel.
Yes.
Because we have the Nun and Het, Nah, that also could be translated as rest, right?
Yes.
And inverting the letters, we have Chen, that is grace, and it's also Chochmah Nistar.
Yes. Yes.
So, and here we have Chochmah Nistar and El, and the El that is from God. And this is interesting because, like we were studying the book of Zohar, And the Book of Zohar gives a lot of importance to these two, to this word, nach, to this root, because we have a long passage where he speaks about Hanoch, that he has in his name this Chokhmah Nistar, Hanoch.
Yes.
And after the Book of Zohar speaks about that when the gods see the wicked of man, he comfort himself, that is Vayinachem. And just after this Vayinachem, we have Noah. And it always brings back this idea of comfort, of grace, and about this idea that the God had to put a veil in the light, in this hidden wisdom, because the man is too weak to sustain this light and make bad deeds, you know. So I'm just bringing this idea of the hidden light that is in this Chokhmah Nistar, this hidden wisdom, because it's been 3 weeks that I'm looking at these passages, and now you brought this idea of Nachi Liel, that also brings back this idea of the Nach, or the hand. If you could say something about this.
Yes. So there is another way to open the word Nachliel, like Fernando was offering to us. Let's open it. I'll move to another color. Nachliel. This is according to Fibonacci. This 5 and 8. 1 second. This is a very thick pen and not the right color. Second. Color as well. Okay. Nach, Li, El. El is God. This is God. For me, Nach is the hidden wisdom. The hidden wisdom. God is for me in the hidden wisdom. Or God rests nach. I'm sorry, I connect the letter to Rush. Maybe it will be unable to read for people. God rests in the hidden wisdom. What does it mean? What kind of a sentence is it? Where is God resting? What is resting? Resting is being, is not becoming. So what does it mean that God rests in the hidden wisdom?
Is that going back to the desert in us, the quietness, so to speak? Is that the same?
Yes, even rest has a few letters from desert. Yes, yes. Have you heard that the light, how do you say in English this? The light is in complete rest. The only movement that we have is in the vessels. The light is always there. The light does not move. What moves are the relations between the vessels and the light. The light is unconditional. Now, the question that I have again, what does it mean that God is resting in the hidden wisdom? Who else is resting in the Word? Or in the ark? Who built an ark?
Noah.
Noah. Noach in Hebrew, it means to rest. This is not just name, it means also to rest. He builds the ark to rest in it. Noach, it means to rest. And sometimes we have the ability to rest only when we hear the right words. Or we can rest in a conversation mode. Person speaks, there is a silent, another, yes?
And once you said that the three sons of Noah,
Yes.
Japheth, Ham, and Shem,
Yes.
the first letters gives the word
Conversation.
language, right?
Yeah,
Lashon.
yes.
I'm sorry,
Yeah, 1 second. He has 3 sons, I will write. Noah has 3 sons. Noah, thank you. He has 3 sons. Shem, Yefet, and Ham. The abbreviation of the 3 sons, it means a conversation. Siach. Siach means a conversation. And only in the conversation we can rest. So, do you understand? This is not a name of a person who lived. Yes, 1 second. Yes, yes.
Yes, I'm sorry because the ark has the measures. Weinreim says of the lashon, right?
Yes, the measures of the ark. Very good, Fernando. The measures of the ark are 300, like the letter Shin. Yes, and 50, like the letter Nun, and 30, like the letter Lamed. And those 3 create the word Lashon, which means language, or a tongue. Tongue in a way is better because tongue is inner organ. So in a way, what the book of Zohar says, or the sages are saying, that Noah is not just a personality. It's an inner mode inside of us. Noah in us is the one who can have a rest while having a conversation. So the name of the 3 sons, it's not just people with real estate or with business cards, Shem, Ham, and Yefet. Those are modes inside of us. Shem means in Hebrew name. When we can name something, when the children learn to speak and a child says table on a table, points at the table and says table, it means he has the name. He has the Shem, the name. He can call the object in his name or the animal, so he has the ability to call in name. So we can see there's a little human, he can speak. He's not a baby. If he can speak, he's already human. He can name things. And so on. Those are modes inside of us. Shem, Ham, and Yefet are those 3 modes inside of us. Question?
Hello.
Yes.
Can you say what the other 2 names are?
Yes. So Shem is a name. I will write first of all, Shem is a name. And Yefet, it means beautiful. Its value, we did not, there's a lot to open, a lot to open in this area. The value of Jefet, is 490. Does it ring a bell, this value? 490? Remind you of something mathematical, at least mathematically.
Plus 10 is 500, I think.
Yes, plus 10, this is 500, very good, very good. Plus, this is 777, sorry, this is 49, this is 7 times Shemitah, or, yes, and plus 1 is the Jubilee. Yes, this is, Jubilee is beautiful. Plus, this is the value of Bethlehem. Bethlehem has the value of 490. And Bethlehem dwells 10 kilometers from Jerusalem, and then we have 500, not just Jerusalem there, but the temple is there. This is, we just start to open it. This is only the beginning. And I did not open yet the name Shem. 300,
Yeah.
yes? Yes,
Oh,
Thomas?
well,
Yeah.
Yeah, this is so interesting to me because the reason I wanted to know the names is I've read about Noah from Swedenborg,
Mm-hmm.
and he said that basically they were able to compartmentalize their minds, and the people who were lost in the flood were so sinful they couldn't do that. Like they were just flooded by those, temptations and evil desires. And to me, I see those like 3 names as how we're able to survive the flood, or
Mm-hmm.
like go beyond that.
Mm-hmm. Ham, thank you, Thomas. Ham is like, if we switch the letters, this is a moach. Moach, this is a mind. It means mind. This is the quality of the mind. It is, its value is 48. Like the value of a star in Hebrew, kochav. Yes, star, like star that shines and shows us the way at night, also has the value of 48. So those are qualities inside of us. Shem, to give names, to speak, to say this is a table, this is a chair, and so on, this is a flower, the ability to grant names. Yefet is beautiful. Beautiful is always, we use the word beautiful as regarding to 2 things. The middle line, balance, is beautiful, but also the quality that connects the circle and the line together. This is beautiful. The middle of the tree of life, beautiful. And Cham, it means not just hot or warm or mind or star. Also, when we think, when we activate our brain, the word Cham, it means warm. And when we think, our mind is getting warm, like a computer. If you let it work and process too many things, it gets hot, and we need to chill it. And the only person who was crossing, so to speak, the divine word at the ark was Cham. He was crossing his border. He was over processing in the time he should not. So, but this is for a later discussion. Questions? any question, regardless of what is happening in the verse or in the picture. What comes to your mind?
Meti,
Yes.
I cannot remember the story precisely, but I wanted to know if Noah get drunk after the flood or before the flood.
Yes, Noah, after they leave the ark, they, the year is over, they leave the ark, and yes, he gets drunk after they leave the ark, they go out of the ark. The first thing that he does, first they make an altar and saying thank you for God that saved them from the flood, and the next thing, he planted a vine. Yes. And then he got drunk from the vine. Yes. After.
It looks like he couldn't. He escaped from water flood, but didn't escape by the flood of the wine.
Yes, it's very good. It is very good. He escaped from the flood of water, but not from the flood of wine. This is excellent. Excellent.
It's I was thinking because it's a controversial figure, the Noah, and it can be both Chochmah Nista, but it can be the comfort, the aspect of being stuck in comfort moments.
Yes.
So it's interesting for the Noah has overcome this great flood, and in a way he was able to give us the teva and the word, the conversation, but after this he felt in this kind of unconsciousness.
It is interesting. Thank you for your question, Felipe. It is interesting when we look at the value of its name, because the abstract numbers gives us a reality, and the reality speaks through your story. His value, Noah, is 58. When they go out of the flood, like life starts again, and he plant a vineyard. They are living in time now. In the ark, in a way, they were beyond time and space, in a different reality. But now he goes out of the flood to the world of 12. 12 is time. And what happens? What number do we get?
Is it wine?
Wine! Very good. All the time, this is a very beautiful remark, Felipe. All the time of the flood, like we were in a corona for 2 years, it's a similar case. We were, participating in reality which is beyond time and space. Now there is a very good question, what is happening now? Do we drink the time? If we are drunk now from the events of time, this is what people do now. They are drunk from what is happening in Europe. Confrontation between Russia and... Don't get drunk from the worldliness. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is not just historical story. This is just advice. We can rest in the hidden wisdom, but like you say, it's a double sword. Because hidden wisdom is beyond time and space. Once we come and rest in time, and this is what happens to him, he rests in time, then comes the wine and people get drunk. I think that Fernando had a similar conversation. He had spoken with a friend or with a person about the weekly portion, and they were coming from different perspectives. And people who looks at the Bible and they cut judgment. Fernando, do you hear me? I think that Fernando was mentioning this story.
No.
You were mentioning the story yesterday. There are people that are too comfortable with the Torah. They tell you what there is in the Torah, and they know the Bible by heart, and they tell you everything. They sing the Bible. But basically they are drunk from the Bible or from life. Does it make any sense?
It is very interesting. It is very interesting because it's the tree of knowledge, you know.
Yes, this is it.
You enter in a disputation about uh, historical events, or you enter in disputation about concepts, and the Torah just want to be in a part of a conversation that brings life. It's a different aspect, you know. It's to gather people and to find a way to the tree of life, not to bring more division between people.
Excellent, excellent.
Can I say something too?
Yes.
This reminds me of the book of James in chapter 3 when it's talking about the tongue as well. That like, even in verse 7, it talks about how all the animals and birds, reptiles, and sea creatures were tamed, but like no human being can tame the tongue, and that like we use it to praise God, but then people also use it to lay curses on other people, and that this isn't a good thing. And like I really like what you just said, because in my mind, speech isn't something that divides people, that you cast that judgment down, but it's something that unifies us. Like we're sharing the gifts of our heart, or like the goodness inside of us, instead of saying, well, you're fit for work and this other person is not fit for work. It's like beyond that duality.
That's it. Really. Thank you. Questions or impressions that you would like to share?
If we had, instead of adding the 12, we had add other numbers, like 7 or 13 instead of wine, what would we get from it? I mean,
If we add to the 5813, like you ask, this is the
yes.
question. 58. Let's
be.
do it. I love it. I love this question. Very good. So we take 58. Add to it 13. And what do we get?
71.
71. What is 71?
I don't have a clue.
So we have Jonah.
Plus the one.
Yeah, plus, okay, yes, this is Jonah. Plus 71 plus 1, this is 72. But in a way, what you're asking is 58 plus 14, which is the add. This is 72. This is either grace or wisdom. Let's open the 72 that people could understand why this number also reflects both grace and wisdom. 1 second. 72. Where is the pen? 72 is the value of chesed. Chesed is grace. Chesed. This is grace. And this is 8 60, and 4. This is 72. Another aspect of 72 as wisdom is when we open the name of the Tetragrammaton, Yod, Hey, Vav, Hey, with the filling of the letter Yod. Yod, the whole pronunciation, not just Yod as 10, but Yod as 20, with the Vav and Dalet. Hey, Hey Yod, 15. Vav, Vav, Yod, Vav. Yes, this is, I guess, 22. And this is Hey, Hey Yod, and this is 15. So 30, we have here 72. This is wisdom. Now the question is, why 72? Do you have another moment, or is too much mathematics? Is it too much mathematics, or can I express it in the 10 spheres as well?
That's okay.
Yes, please.
It is too much mathematics? Please answer me.
Continuing, it's lovely.
Thank you. So we have the 3 spheres. This is crown. This is wisdom, understanding. And then we have here the lower spheres. Here. This is 7, and this is, in a way, I make it very fast. Wisdom is 72, like I showed before. This is the wisdom in the mind. We have a spark. We have this, the Tetragrammaton, Yod, Hey, Vav, Hey. But when we want to translate the spark to an action, to a good deed, we're going here to this 72, to grace. We translate the wisdom into action. And this is grace, like the day 1. Or like Abraham, the sphere, this first sphere, Chesed. Day 1. Do you understand why 72 has 2 faces? The 72 in the mind, in the abstract, this is expression of the divine wisdom. But in a way, this is the potential. How do we actualize wisdom? By doing grace. Does it make any sense?
It's
Yeah.
a lot of
Plus, and here comes the kick. If we combine, or we add the mind of wisdom to the act of grace, this is the mind of wisdom to the act of grace, act of grace, what do we get?
144.
Excellent. Yes. This is why we learn. Why do we learn all of this? To become human. We learn the divine wisdom. To do, translate it to the right deeds. To become human. And to do the truth. Because this is also the value of truth from left to right. Emet. Does it make any sense?
That's beautiful. It's such a lovely circle of events.
Thank you so much. There's birds singing somewhere on the planet. We hear them.
Mhm.
Is it
I-
morning,
I-
Thomas?
Oh yeah, it's 7:30.
Mhm.
It was actually raining this morning, like super loud. I was kind of surprised because it hasn't rained here in a while.
Good.
I also noticed something else, Eddie.
Mhm.
So the Noah's 58, right?
Yes.
And then bread, mercy, dream is 78,
Mm-hmm.
and yod is 10. But when you
Yes.
spell it out, is 20.
Mm-hmm.
And then the yod coming from wisdom becoming grace, it becomes like yod he, which is like the first two letters of the tetragrammaton.
Yes.
So it's like you like breaking bread, like
Yes.
turning the one into two.
Yes. Yes. It is. This is very good what you say. To translate the wisdom into deeds of grace, it is like to break the bread.
And that's interesting about the relationship with Noah to the wine as well, because it's
Yes.
like there was that like downfall or problem with the wine, but then also there's like that multiplying of the bread. Like Noah listened to God, so then we could all survive,
Mm-hmm.
or that we wouldn't be lost in the flood.
Yes. It is interesting the conversation that comes now, because it reminds me the story of the book of Zohar. What establishes the literature of the Zohar is one story of father and son, Rabbi Shimon and Rabbi Elazar, his son. They were hiding from the Romans. The Romans forbid to learn the hidden wisdom. So they were hiding in a cave. For 12 years they were learning in secrecy, until Elijah comes and says, please go out of the cave. The Roman emperor has died, and also his judgment or sentence, and you can go out. It was after 12 years. Please pay attention to the parallel systems. After 12 years, they came out from the cave and they saw people plowing the ground and cutting flowers, and they could not understand that something is happening in the manifested. And every place that they used to look at, they used to burn it with their eyes. So how can it be? There's a divine wisdom. What, you're plowing the fields? You don't deal with a divine wisdom. And God saw that they were burning reality, like, or hating with their eyes, separating fire. And says, what, did you come out from the cave to destroy my world? The divine voice said, go back to the cave for another year. And this is the story. After 12 years, and here comes the mathematic. It's the same pattern. After 12 years, they were resting in the cave. It's like Noah. They were resting, learning together. After 12 years, they came out. They were burning everything. What does it mean, burning? To separate things. Like Thomas said, separated speech, judgment. And the divine voice said, did you come out from the cave with your high wisdom to destroy my world? Go back to another year. And they went for another year, for 13. And this is, puts all those questions together. And then we have like 71. 13 is also love. And they go out with the 71 and they have mercy. Because Yonah is not just the name of Jonah, it means also a dove. And a dove has peace. So only in love there is peace.
Thank you so much for sharing this.
You're most welcome. questions so far? How does it feel to be in Discord, having a conversation in Discord?
It's amazing. I just like to thank you and all the friends in the session. I'm very glad to be here and to be in touch with all of you. And thank you for the beautiful and lovely teachings.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming here today. I hope it was not too condensed, but sometimes we bring the role of things or how they come out from the biblical Hebrew. And it's a course of thinking. And maybe if you want, you can listen to the recording. The recording will appear here in a few seconds. And if you have questions regarding studying, learning, or even how to use Discord, ask us and we shall support.
Thank you, Eddie. It's been lovely to hear all your voices and beautiful to be able to connect to everybody for the first time with voice. So thank you so much for that. Can I just say it won't be often that I'll be able to do this, obviously, because it's now 20 to 3 in the morning, and I get up at 4. So only sometimes I'll be able to join. But thank you so much for today.
Thank you so much, Michelle, for joining us. It is very important to have this connection of the heart, and you meet each other by voice and by heart. We meet each other by voice, by heart. It's priceless, this ability.
Yes, it's amazing to hear you, to listen to you and all the friends. Michelle, so good to hear your voice and to talk here. I'm glad that Rodrigo is here as well, and Adalia, Thomas. So just to thank you, everybody. And Eti, if I
Yes.
just could add one little
Yes.
thing, I know that. But you said about the cave, and it makes me remember about Javi Simon Bar Yochai, that the legend says that to write the Book of Zohar, he stood in a cave for 13 years.
Yes.
So this is the correction, right? It's not
Yes.
12.
Yes.
It is 13. That is love and unity. So
Yeah.
just to thank you all for this great session, and thank you, Eti.
Thank you so much for coming here today. And I wish all of us like good life and great life. And today is a very special day in terms of mathematics. It's this 22nd of February, 22nd to 2 February 02. The year is 2022. How many twos do we have in this date?
A lot of.
How many? Yeah, like 6 twos we have in this
Yes.
date. It's like 6 in the power of 2 is the value of San, or the tetragrammaton. This is the value. That's a new life. In a way, it is interesting how we moved. All of us immigrate here when there's a new life coming after 2 years of Corona. They declare on Corona 2 years on the calendar in Israel, and now it's going out, and everything is like moving and changing like parallel to the shift of the time in the world. So I'd like to thank all of you for being here.
Thank you, Eti. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
Shalom,
so much.
Jill. Shalom, my friends.
Shalom,
Shalom,
shalom.
Felipe.
Get some rest, Michelle.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Shalom.
Welcome, Michelle. Yeah.
Can I make one more connection?
Yeah.
Because this is, I didn't realize that until you said that all the twos today add up to 6.
Yes.
So like they're on the 6th day of creation, humans were made, and then on the 7th day, God rested. So
Yes.
like today plus the Aleph or unity is like resting in the desert, and then we'll get our voice.
Yes, excellent, excellent.
That's beautiful.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's
Yeah.
beautiful connection. I would like to greet
Thank you.
all of you with wonderful, immense, infinite life. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Thomas.
Yeah, thank you, Felipe. Bless you.
Bless you.